What's going on, everyone? This is J-la-rei, and I'm here to kind of give you all a little bit of insight on how to perform options on the market. So what you want to do when starting off with options, you kind of want to pick a company that's on the decline and it's about to bottom out. And there's really like a small window that you get your best pick of the options. So like looking at Neo right now. Right now it looks like a pretty decent time. It might go down a little bit more, but this is pretty good because I feel like Neo's about to recover pretty soon. And yet I am not a financial analyst or an advisor, but these are my views of personal use of the market. So this is what I'm thinking. So first of all, what you want to do with options, you go to trade, and not every company allows option trading, but the ones that do can be really beneficial. So you want to go to trade and trade options. Now in this video, I'm just going to cover if you think a company is going to do well. So this is only if you're picking winners. So if you think a company is doing well and it's about to head back up, you can either do a buy call. And a buy call, all it does is locks in what you think the company is going to do better than, locks in the number that you think the company is going to go above, and the more it goes up, the more money you make. And then you can sell a covered put, and same thing, you lock in a price, and if the company goes up past that certain price, you get to keep the premium that you paid ahead of time. So it might sound confusing now, but let's take a look at first the buy call. So the buy call is, you can see that gray line in the middle of the screen is at 55.86. That's where the current price of the company is right now, Neo. And what you want to do with a buy call, if you look at the top two, you can change the different option plays that you want to do. So we're going to do buy call. And what you want to do with Neo is you want to go down, what they say, in the money. You want to go in the money as far as you can, as much as you can afford, and do a buy call. But the lower you go, the more expensive it's going to be. So you see all the way at the bottom, as low as it'll let you go, is $32.33. Now, any of these numbers that you see, you have to multiply them by 100, because one contract equals 100 shares. So that 32.30 ends up being the max cost, $3,233 just for one option play. Now the reason why you would pick something so low is because of what they call the Greeks. Now if you look at delta, the delta is 0.9828, and that is how much money you're going to go up, or how much you're going to multiply your earnings by, for every dollar that the company goes up from where it's at right now. So right now it's at, like we said, $58.55. So if it goes up to $60.55, you're gonna get $1, or you're gonna get 98 cents or $1 times 100, because all these contracts are times 100. So you're gonna get $100, or $1, for every dollar that the company goes up. So this is the closest thing to just buying shares, buying straight out shares, but it's the most expensive up front. So that might have been confusing. So look, let's do this. Let's look at, so now it's at $56. So it's on the move. So let's do this. Let's do $55.50. We're gonna buy one contract for 100 shares. You see it's $284. So that's a lot cheaper than the $2,000, but let's see why. If you look at the delta here, it's 65. So instead of going up 98, it's going to go up $65 for every dollar that your company goes up, plus the 0.076 for gamma. So that's around 73 dollars as opposed to about $98. Now, still probably confusing, I understand. So we won't worry about the deltas, but understand the more into the money you go, or the further towards the bottom you go for buying a call, the more expensive it is, but the closer to an actual share of the company you get. Now you might ask, why buy options? Why not buy shares of the company? So the biggest thing that I like about options is you can buy more options with the same amount of money. So if I bought one share of Neo, it would cost about $55.86. But if I bought one option, which is 100 shares of Neo, it would be $284, which is about 4 shares of Neo. So I can buy one option for the same amount that it would, which is 100 shares, for the same amount that it would take me to buy 5 or 6 shares of Neo. So that's the money aspect, or that's just the kind of the proportions of it. And also with options, usually they're kind of like short-term plays. Now there is such thing as long calls too, but that's if you're expecting the company to go up over a long period of time. But as you can see, they're a lot more expensive. So yeah, if you're picking a $3 call on Neo, it's $5,000 just for one contract. And well, you get pretty good. The delta is 99, so that's as close to $1 as you're gonna get. So yeah, buy options just a little less expensive, or a little less upfront if you want to play with options. So that's a buy call. A sell put is the opposite way. So what you want to do with a sell put is you want to put a price that you think that the company is going to get to. So 55.74. But let's say, because the lower you go with these, if you put them in the money, the less premium you get. So if you bought one contract, you only get $42 if you go in further in the money. But let's say you think that Neo's going to get to $60 by this Friday. You'll end up getting $378 if you buy a sell put. So the more risk you take, you get the premium up front, but the more risk you take, the more money you can gain, the more profit you can gain. But also with sell puts, you have to have 100 shares of a company to do a sell put. So that's the only thing. So that's it for our options at the moment. So the next video, I'll show y'all how to do if you think the market's going down. So talk to y'all later.